Hi everyone, my name is Hester. I am your medical aid and gap broker. The Discovery Health changes for 2024 were horrible, but I'm pleased to say that the new changes are nowhere near as terrible as anticipated. We're going to go through these agenda items, and there are many. I'm going to go quite fast, so please pause the video if you want to read what's on the screen more thoroughly. We're going to start with the new plan, the Active Smart. It's for young and healthy lives, unlike the classic Smart plan that older members can still benefit from. This requires a digitally savvy member to make the best of it, not those with any chronic conditions or any significant health conditions. Like the Dynamic Smart plan, there is unlimited hospital cover on a dynamic smart network, which must be accessed via the app at the time of admission. So you don't always know where you're going. It could be what the app will tell you where you need to go. Unlimited GP visits at a smart doctor with a copay are one of the benefits. There are no out-of-hospital specialist benefits, please note. And the addition of personal health pathways has been added. I will go through that later with you. Just to highlight some of the areas for your attention, there is a 70,000 Rand limit on non-PMB or prescribed minimum benefit neonatal admissions for those new parents. If you go into a non-network hospital, so not into a dynamic smart hospital that's allocated to you, there will be a penalty of 14,000 Rand and 14,050 Rand. Don't know where that 50 comes from, it's pretty random. There are exclusions, please, for cochlear implants, joint replacement therapy, back surgery, neck surgery, knee and shoulder surgery, conservative back or neck treatment, in-hospital dentistry, skin disorders and lesions, investigations and diagnostic workups, and eye refraction surgery. So quite a lot of exclusions there. So the Smart series has another plan, but as you will no doubt have realized, the benefits fit a young and healthy profile only. The premium for 2025 is a nice low 1,350, so suitable for a new entrant into the medical aid space. Having a look at the contribution increases for 2025, please note that this does not include any late joiner penalties that you may have on your plan. So the increases range from 7.4% to 10.9% on some plans. This gives a weighted average of 9.3%, which is less than what we were anticipating for Discovery. An unexpectedly high increase is shown for KeyCare Plus at 9.9%, and this is because of overutilization of the benefits, and also the coastal products at 10.9%. I just want to pause a little bit with KeyCare. In 2024, the nominated GPs were reduced to only one doctor, so you have to go and see that one doctor that you nominate. In addition, if it's a chronic doctor, if you have any chronic conditions, you need to choose a chronic network doctor and stick with that one doctor. There used to be 4 out-of-network visits, and these were reduced to none and replaced by nurse-led visits at an Unjani clinic. And later they allowed access via the Clicks pharmacy. In addition to those with a chronic condition, you also need to select a Prime Plus or chronic GP, and the non-selection of the right GP will mean that you don't get paid. KeyCare Start Regional have more regional centres added, Johannesburg and Pretoria specifically, but just a reminder that there are still none in KZN. Income bands for KeyCare Plus will increase in 2025, so some members may see a reduction in their premiums for the next year, just depending on what your income is. In 2023, there was a complete fiasco in the income verification process. Without notifying the brokers, letters were sent to members requesting income verification, and it had to be done through the chatbot on the Discovery website. Needless to say, it didn't turn out well. I'm yet to hear how the process will roll out for 2025, but please keep an eye out for any emails from Discovery and contact me if you need any more assistance. Just a few things I want to point out for KeyCare. On the KeyCare Start Regional, their for the oncology benefit, you have to go to state. And on Key Care Start, which is a product I don't like, for chronic benefit and for oncology, you also need to go to state. Moving on to some new benefits for female health. Firstly, as part of the maternity benefits, there is an 18-month subscription via Parent Sense with access to help and advice for health, sleep, feeding and play for babies and toddlers. On the right, you'll see menopause assistance is available for the first time through Stella and looks at symptoms, coaching, support and virtual consults. And this is a much needed benefit in my opinion. So ladies, please take advantage. Moving on to other new benefits and enhancements for 2025, there is a depression risk management program. Because of the increasing number of depression cases that we're seeing throughout the country, it does offer things like face-to-face consultations, 3 coaching sessions, 2 dietitian sessions, and also internet-based therapy and continued monitoring through assessments. Enhancement to the maternity benefit has 2 mental health consultations and 1 nutrition assessment before or after the delivery. Really good benefit. Screening benefits, there are bowel cancer screening test kits. They're going to be handed out 1 every 2 years. Not sure how you're going to get them, but I'm sure they'll make it clearer. HPV or human papillovirus self-sampling test kits will also be made available. This is to detect possible cervical cancer. And then cover for breast biopsy should you have a positive mammogram. Here are some important changes, so please make note. There is changes for cover for scopes. It's now network based for in-room scopes, and if the networks aren't used, then there's going to be a copay applied, and it is applicable to all plans, right from Key Care up to exec. If you have a single direction scope done, it's going to be 1,750 copay, and bidirectional will be 3,000 Rand. DSP is changing for cataract surgery, which is very interesting. I'm about to undergo one of those myself. So in the network, you'll have to use a network for full cover, and out of network there's going to be a 20% copay for the hospital account, and all plans except Key Care Start and Regional, where there's going to be 6,000 Rand automatic copay. So post operative care or post-surgery support, it must meet clinical criteria. There's going to be 2 daily visits while you're at home, pain management, at-home recovery care via a digital therapy program. And then lastly, copays and deductibles will increase by 4.5%. And also the annual threshold limits for those that do have an above threshold limit will increase by 1% more than the premium increase for that plan for 2025. The above threshold benefit for priority and comprehensive will not increase. There are no increases for oncology benefit, specialized meds and technology benefit, international travel benefit, overseas treatment benefit, international and external medical appliances. And there's also a high cost chronic medication benefit that is used for more complicated cancer therapy, and we do expect there's many of the patents of the drugs to actually expire this year, coming year. So we are hoping that there's actually going to be a reduction in the cost of these, where members can now use a generic drug. So I'm sure you'll receive a letter from Discovery outlining this for those who are taking this kind of therapy. Right, moving on to personal health pathways. This is a new benefit, and you are going to have to access it from the Discovery Health app. Right, so it starts off with you click on your personal health pathways on the app, and then based on your personal activities, age, health and so on, you will get next best health or exercise actions. And when you complete these, you're going to have a ring that will close or partially close, so that you can get your reward. Okay, so new actions appear again for the next week on a Saturday at midnight, I believe. Okay, so they're taking basically vitality mentality, if you like, and putting it into the medical aid, where you don't actually have to be part of vitality. Okay, so I'm just going to give a couple of examples. So a healthy and young member, he might be asked to select his primary GP if he hasn't done so, or she hasn't done so. Go for a health check, complete a vitality age assessment, go for a dental checkup, maybe get a flu vaccination, and complete a mental well-being assessment. Whereas for someone who's middle-aged with diabetes, for example, you might be asked to consult your primary care GP, complete a mental well-being assessment, complete a vitality age assessment, go for a HbA1c, which is to determine history of glucose levels in your blood. Go for a mammogram perhaps, go for a foot screening, especially important for diabetics, get a flu vaccination, that kind of thing. So it's really going to be geared towards you as a person and your health. So when you complete the action, exercise or a health action, you will see these rings here that will close. And what happens then, you can either get an instant reward like something from Woolies or Checkers or a smoothie or something like that, or you can save your points for the Wednesday tile game, which on a Wednesday you'll see on your phone. There'll be a little tile game where you click a tile and then you get the reward under that tile. Or you can save them as Discovery Miles. So you can accumulate those and redeem them by shopping at the Vitality Mall. So in 2023 and 2024, we had access to the Wealth Fund. This was unlocked by doing your health assessment. And this concept has now been changed to the Personal Health Fund, which I'm going to explain in a bit more detail. So different rewards are allocated per plan and per family size. I'll show you in the table in the next slide. So to unlock the benefit, you close your health and exercise rings and money is automatically allocated to your Personal Health Fund. In addition, new members to Discovery in 2025 also get their version of the Wealth Fund by completing a high value tile, which will be one of the exercise or probably health rings, which adds the available money to the Personal Health Fund automatically. Right, so here you can see the table I want to refer to. So let's start off with KeyCare. So for those who are on KeyCare Plus, Core or Start, per adult you get 500 Rand per annum. And the maximum per family, so let's say you've got 2 adults or an adult and 2 children, the maximum for the family will be 1,000 Rand for the year. And then it'll go over to the next year. All right, essential and coastal plans, that's a little bit more, 1,000, 1,500 as we go up, leading to a maximum of 4,000 and 6,000. If you're on a classic plan with Discovery, the core and the smarts will be 2,000 Rand with a maximum of 8,000 Rand per family. And on the executive, comprehensive, priority and saver is 2,500, which was exactly the same as the Wealth Fund, with a maximum of 10,000 Rand per family per annum. Just remember that new members joining in 2025 will get what was the Wealth Fund. Once they've completed that high value tile, they will get their allocation to the maximum family limit if they have more than one member on the plan. If you haven't downloaded the Discovery Health app, I strongly suggest you do that. There's a lot of stuff that you can do on the app itself, like, for example, uploading a script and getting your medicines delivered, or linking a fitness device to track your exercises so that you can close the rings. So thank you everyone for spending time with me today on this video. That's all the changes. Please go through your attached brochures to get more information. If you think you may need to change your plan, you're maybe on the wrong plan for 2025, please get hold of me to do a review. We need everything in by the end of November 2024. Otherwise, the next change will only be able to do for 2025, going on to 2026. Remember, KeyCare members, look out for your Discovery emails asking for income verification, and have a blessed and safe remainder of the year. Bye now.